that much anymore. And I think this is day 3 in a row. So, pretty soon it's going to be, I need money. And look how great I've been doing. I haven't asked for anything in a long, or as he would say, I haven't asked for anything in a long time. He will. He will soon. Yep. You're right, Brandy. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I have Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team. He wasn't doing so great in the first half, but second half he came through and he got me a lot of points. Welcome in, y'all. Okay, Scamala. Oh, I'm sure you have, Frank. Oh, so many little things I want to talk about tonight. Bits and pieces of stuff that I get. Hey, OG. Hey, Breezy. I get clips and I get a lot of things, a lot of comments that people say in lives that people think I need to see. And I want to thank all of you guys that do that. I appreciate it. Nobody ever needs to let me know that Florida man's speaking on me because he does all the time. You know what I mean? What he says has no impact on my life. Okay? I don't need to know that he's on. I don't need to, because number one, I don't listen to him. And if there's ever anything important, I can always go to the YT and listen to him. But it's interesting the things that other people are saying in there. And that's kind of what I want to focus on tonight. No, I just got on, Dollar. How do you know when there is a group of people that are trying to cancel you out? And that happens when people have nothing on you, okay? People that have been following me since I started here like over a year and a half ago, they know who I am. They know what I've done on this app. The good and the bad. I mean, I've done a couple things that I'm not proud of. And I've apologized and all that. So people have a pretty good judge of who I am. And people are trying to cancel you out when they can't find anything on you and they just make shit up. And they never show any receipts for it. Or they take something that you said or a video that you make that is specific to somebody and they try to attribute the comments to an entire group of people in hopes of getting more people to jump on the Let's Cancel bandwagon. And I want to kind of discuss that tonight. And then if Shawnee's on a little later, I may stream him for a while. A couple things. There was a video. I actually reposted it. Right, weirder. I actually reposted the video, okay? Because, when people post stuff or when I say stuff, I'm gonna put it out there if somebody has a problem with it. And that's fine with me. I don't, what I say, I either stand with or I admit that it was wrong and I apologize. So, for those of you that have followed me, for over a year now, Nikki keeps bringing up this dumb flute thing, okay? With, this one time at band camp, Scammyclaus, tell us about the flute you stick up your okay? She's been doing that for a year and a half. And, I usually say to her, you need to get a new joke. It's just not funny. Because, again, I've never even seen the movie, so I don't get it. So, when I was in Snark's Live a couple days ago, she was saying all that stuff about sticking the flute somewhere and this and that. And then she started even getting more disgusting with it. And she said something to the extent of, well, from what I heard, Scammy sticks it up Pastor Petty and then uses it on herself. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? I can cross into that Florida man zone for a couple seconds. I can. 99% of the time, I think I keep it pretty, I keep everything, level-headed and all that. So I said to Queen Witch in response to that, well, at least I don't stick it in my arm. So now all of a sudden, she's trying to make it like I'm making fun of people that had addictions, people that did this, people that did that. Okay, Queen Witch, nice try. Nice try. But again, you don't know anything about me, so you know how much, I support people that have been through addiction and all that. But if you're attributing that to your addiction, then that's a you problem, number one. Number two, if you want to attribute that to that, then I can say that this whole time, every time you bring up this flute thing, you're saying that I am being, I can't say the whole word, sada, you know what it is. So does that mean that I should get everybody on the bandwagon that has happened to hate you? No, I don't need to get anybody on a bandwagon because everybody hates you already, Queen Witch. So listen, you're going to keep saying stuff like that. Be prepared to get it back. Same energy. Because quite honestly, Nikki, I have been pretty tame with you. I have. So nice try with that. Number two, I got a clip of, let's talk about Nikki, because I want to kind of talk about, as I refer to them as Florida man's harem of deplorables, okay? So there's Nikki, okay? Nikki, who we know has been a beggar on this app. She lied about having young kids so people would send her money. Up until last year, people were sending her money to pay her phone bill. People were, she was asking for food for Thanksgiving. She's a beggar. That's number one. So that's one of the people over there, okay? Number two, you have Reds. You have Reds over there that I think is 147 years old. And she's over there saying, Scammyclaus triggered me with that post. Bitch, let me give you some advice. If something I says triggers you, then don't come look at my videos. Okay? Don't come look at my videos. What I'm referring to is that video I made of Florida man and a picture of his dad and the comment I made there saying, why didn't you protect your sister? And I did that because I knew that would piss him off. And it did. It's exactly what I wanted. And the other thing I wanted is I wanted him to go online for a long time, which he did. Thank you, Florida man. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But moving on. So Reds, with your unbelievable intellect, you're telling me that a video that I made about Florida man where I didn't even mention anything, that triggered you. Now, Florida man claims he never even knew his dad. So if he didn't know his dad, and that's what he's telling people, okay, and he didn't know that was going on, Reds, how could that trigger you if it never happened? And the final thing with Reds is, so that triggered you, but when Florida man was over there for days making up that bullshit about Smashley's husband and what he was doing to the kids, that didn't trigger you? That's called situational triggering. If it's somebody I like that's saying it, I don't get triggered. But if it's somebody that I don't like, that I want to gang up with people, then it triggers me. So, Reds, you can just sit all the fuck down. Okay? Because, and let's review who Reds is, okay? Reds was a longtime mod for Jen. Reds did a lot of slimy shit behind the scenes, playing both sides of the fence. Reds has also modded for other beggars on this app. And Reds has sent tons of money to beggars on this app. So that's another person that is part of Florida Man's harem of deplorables. So that's 2 winners right there. 2 winners. I made that video to snark, where I talked about food stamps and how I'm not worrying about food stamps because, you know, I worked and this and that and this and that. On that video, it said, snark, instead of complaining, why don't you get a job during the day? Something like that. So, of course, Florida Man is turning that into that I shamed everybody that's on food stamps. Now, again, people that know me know that's not the case. I don't do that. I do that specifically to Snark, though, because Snark sits over there, and this is a woman who hates our country. She said it. She said she's wanted to leave our country. She's disgusted with our country. She's disgusted with everything that has to do with America. She said she's wanted to move. But yet, she'll still take a government handout, whether it be the Social Security for her granddaughter or whether it's food stamps. So she complains about our government, but she's still there with her hand behind her, with her palm open wide to get government subsidies based on our tax dollars. So he can try to spin that like I'm shaming people that are on food stamps. That's not true. I'm shaming Pam because Pam came out one day and said that she's not going to get a job. She's not going to get a job at like a Burger King or a Subway or anything like that because she's overqualified. So, Pam, if you're overqualified for one of those jobs, get a job that you're fucking qualified for, okay? Don't come on here and give some big boohoo story about how, you know, you don't know what you're going to do when the food stamp. Just shut up. You know what you do? You do what adults have done for decades, and you pull up your bootstraps and you get a fucking job. And that's how you offset the cost of what the food stamps are doing. There are people in this world that need food stamps. There are people that can't work. There are people that have kids that have lost significant others, husbands, wives, whatever. And they are financially strapped. And that's what food stamps are for. Food stamps are for people that are working and they can't make ends meet. And they need a little help from the government. That's what it's for. It's not for somebody like Pam, who is able-bodied, who can work, but chooses not to, and uses the excuse that she can't get a job because when her granddaughter has days off, she needs to be home for her. That is the biggest pile of shit I've ever heard in my life. Because when I was teaching, we did not have the same schedule as my son's school sometimes. We had to make alternate plans for one of us being home for him. And if one of us couldn't be home, we had somebody else that would come and babysit or do whatever. So, Pam, your whole sob story about it, get a fucking job so you can buy the food that you want to for your granddaughter. I'm so tired of her. I am so tired of her. And another thing, Pammy, I don't know if you guys heard what she did. I think it was Today and Alive. That she, of course, falsely accused somebody of being a rug dealer on her live. She did. And she went as far as to call this person's police department to say that she was a rug dealer. But guess what? This is where Angry Bird made a big mistake. The big mistake that she made was, number one, with the FBI still looking into her, the FBI investigator on the case said over a month ago, if Pam does anything to threaten you or to retaliate against you, let me know. And guess what? Not only did this person contact the investigator, but has Snark's own words. This is how stupid Pam is. Okay, this is how stupid she is. She actually put in a chat on a post that she did it for retaliation. On her Snark 3 account. She said she did it for retaliation. She could be one of the dumbest people I have ever met on social media. So nice job, Pammy. Like, you couldn't get... you can't get out of your own way, Pam. You really can't. If anything happens to your family, the two of you, it's going to be your own fault. And by that, I mean, if the state comes in or something, it's on you because you just continue to do stupid things on this app and you put your family in danger. Yep, Breezy, she's aware. So, and let's talk about Pammy for a minute, okay? We know all about Pammy. Pammy hit up her friends for lots of money over the years, saying she needed help with her Jeep, and then she told somebody else, I need help with my Jeep. So then there's two people sending her money for the Jeep when the other person didn't know she already collected money for it. She makes fake GoFundMes that we have still not seen the receipts. We know damn well she got money off of them. They weren't for what they were. She still has no proof on anything. You know, everything is defensive with her. Whenever you ask her anything, she goes off the fucking deep end every time, which is funny, I'm not going to lie. But to hear her over there boo-hoo about everything. Oh, well, they don't have the food for me. You know, they don't have the food that I need in a food bank. Be happy you have a food bank. Be happy you have a food bank. There are people that don't even have access to food banks. But again, this is another person that is in Florida man's, you know, in his circle, in his harem of deplorables. You know, 3 for 3 there so far. Real upstanding citizens. Real upstanding citizens. And then, of course, we have Jen that's in there all the time. Okay? Jen, I'm still waiting for you. It's funny how you're not coming online again. You're not going live anymore. After you so boldly sat on a live and said, show me the proof where I said that. I never said there were 10 payments that you sent. Send me the clip. Send me the clip. Oh, you're making my case even stronger. It's funny, Jen, how I bitch slapped you with the proof and you haven't been on. Why is that, Jen? I see you're over in Florida Man's Live all the time. Funny, too, how he doesn't bring you up in a box anymore. I pegged that one, didn't I? You were a momentary blip on the radar, and you're no good for them anymore. And you're not there anymore. Saw that coming a mile away. Hope you liked your 15 minutes of fame, because it's gone now. You're not in his live. You're not in FWA's live. Why? Because you lied over there. And when Mallory was showing the text messages and you claimed it wasn't you, and then you said, oh, great, you just showed my phone number. Duh. I mean, you can't make shit up. You really can't. You can't make this shit up. Between her and Pammy, it's like Dumb and Dumber trying to like navigate their way through a minefield. And every time they turn, they hit a mine. And the mine is their credibility getting blown up. What a joke. So that's another one that's over there all the time. You sense something here? These are the people. It's like one of those bug lights at night. You know, there's a bright light and these bugs fly into it and get burned. And it's like all these people, you know, oh, I'm going over there to the light, to the light, to the light. And then they get burned. And some of these people are so stupid, they've gotten burned before and they go back for more. Mallory, who, I don't like Florida Man and we don't talk on the phone and I don't condone what he does. But yet she's in a box every day. Even if it has nothing to do with her, she has to get her 2 cents in. Mallory, I'm still waiting for your apology too. But people told me don't hold my breath because, you know, that's never going to happen. And Mallory's another one. Mallory, who Florida Man ripped a new one to over a year ago and was going after her, but she's like, oh, okay, it's okay, Florida Man. The like high school, like I didn't make the cheerleader team and he's the quarterback of the football team. Codependency you have on him is weird. It's weird. Very weird. Tell me you're a doormat without telling me you're a doormat, Mallory. Have a little self-respect, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. Yeah. Florida mama. Yeah. This person, I don't even know who she is. Her TikTok name is The End, which is a perfect name for her because there was never a beginning with her. I've seen her content. It sucks. But it's funny because she started making some comments on my videos and making videos commenting about me on there. And, you know, I started saying, why is she, I don't even know this person. Why is she doing it? And then I figured it out because what did I find? She was in a box with him one night. So there you go. I mean, that's all you need to know, right? That's all you need to know. You know, you don't know why somebody is saying stuff about you, but then you see that she was in a box. So her theory is this, and somebody help me make this make sense. Her theory is, we know what to expect from Florida Man. He says he's a piece of shit and he does shitty things. We know what to expect from him. Okay, so you're giving him a free pass to continue to do all this stuff to people because he says he's a piece of shit and you know what to expect from him. So it's okay what he does. let's put it in another way. Let's say there's somebody like, oh, I don't know, Sean, that unalives animals. So if he says, oh, well, I'm a piece of shit and I unalive animals, does that mean he can keep doing it and it's okay? Because he admits he's a piece of shit and he does it? Is that's your theory? And it's okay that he keeps doing it? I mean, I seriously wonder, like, the mentality of these people that I'm mentioning tonight. I mean, I really do. Reds, Jen, Pam, Queen Witch, all these people. They all have something in common, and what they all have in common is they have been, oh, and Mallory, they have been dragged on this app. It's like I envision Florida Man as like the town dump, the town recycling center. And a dump truck comes in and all of these women are in the dump truck. And the dump truck empties them into his live. And that's where they end up. Because you really can't, I mean, that is the only reason why these people are over there. Because they got nowhere else to go. Because when you've hit rock bottom, you stick with people that are rock bottom. But let me tell you what's going to be funny. What's going to be funny for myself and hundreds of other people on this app, maybe even thousands, is the day very soon when Florida Man's apprehended and he's off the app and he's not going to be on social media anymore. And all of these women are going to be losing their shit because they now don't have a place to go. They don't have a place to feel like, oh, I'm a shitty person, but I'm around people that are even shittier. So that means I'm a better person than somebody. Once you cut the head off the snake, the rest of the body dies. And once Florida Man is gone, I have a feeling it's going to be open season on these other people because they have nowhere to hide. They have nobody to hide behind. And I'm going to sit back with my coffee and I'm going to watch the fireworks. Because it is going to be fucking hilarious. Not only the fact that Florida Man is going to be gone for a long time, but these people are going to absolutely lose their shit. Of course, Queen Witch talked bad about Mallory at one time. They all talk bad about each other. But over there, they're all hate bonding and trauma bonding, and that's cool. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. So, for those of you that I was in Truth's Live a couple days ago, here's an update. Here's an update for you, Florida Man. So, we had, thanks to Guardians of Valor, we had multiple PIs in multiple cities looking for Florida Man. Got some leads, checked them out. Leads didn't pan out and all that. Some other stuff we're looking into right now, but there were 1, two, three, four, 5 cities, okay, that we had people looking at. And as I said, still working on a couple of things, but I'm not going to show my cards. But lo and behold, there is a private investigator that has his own firm that said, I'm going to take this case on, and all I want is the reward money. And he's starting tomorrow. He's got all the information, everything he needs. He's got new information. And let me tell you what's going to happen, okay? What's going to happen is this. A private investigator, when they're doing it just for the reward money, they're going to find you. Because that's how they're going to get paid. They're not taking any money. They just want the reward money. Let me tell you what else is going to happen with that. Because this private investigator knows that, it's going to be $10,000 if, well, I don't even say if, when he's convicted. That's $10,000, $2,000, from me if he gets it. But remember that little thing. Remember, $5,000 for anybody involved with helping Florida Man offload some of these cards, take some of the cards, hold some of the money for the cards, whatever. Anything that has to do with the cards, that's an extra $5,000 per person. You don't think that he's going to start looking into any of Florida Man's associates for that extra money? Fuck, he is. And the best thing is all these people can say nothing about it. They can't say shit. They can't do shit. You know why? Because the guy has a license. And he is allowed to do this stuff. So here's my hope. We're towards the end of October here. Every Thanksgiving when, my brothers are over and all that, and, we sit down to dinner and we say something that we're thankful for before we eat. I am praying to God that my thankful thing I'm going to be thankful for this year is that Michael Kinney is behind bars. And I hope to God that's what I'm going to be able to say. Besides the fact that I have a great family. I know. That's the best part. He doesn't even know who's giving us information. It's freaking awesome. It is. Because what always happens is this. And you've seen it so much. You've seen it so much on this app. People are tight, and then something happens and people walk away from you. And not only do they walk away from you, but they want to go scorched fucking earth on you. And they go absolutely bonkers. And they talk. Yep. I see it. I see the comment. Yep. Yes, he does. These people will go scorched earth. And they will talk. They will send screenshots. They will send all sorts of information. Absolutely breezy. So I wish all of them luck over there. I wish I wish them all luck over there because shit is about to get real bumpy. And I love that. I love it. So, that's really the stuff I want to talk about. Some moron made a comment in my one of my videos, and I actually made a video on it. This woman, here's a good name. Her name is Karen, but not a Karen, which she proved false. Of course, under the video that I made, you get the deflection for people, that people do for Florida Man. And some moron, Karen, but not a Karen, said, well, Scammyclaus lied for Scam Slam and said that her son wasn't involved in something like this, and he was. Bitch, sit down. I am so sick of people going with rumors and stating them as fact when they're not fact. Okay, they want to keep, and by they, I mean Queen Witch and Florida Man and this stupid dumbass that came into my comments and said, is basically saying, oh, well, Scam Slam's son is a pedo and, did this and that and this and that. No, it's not like you're going to wake up tomorrow and he's all of a sudden going to be your son. It's not going to happen because he was not your son. He is not your son. He's never been your son. But they keep going with this. And, these people need to take a look at what they're becoming. They're becoming on some level as bad as Florida Man by continuing to push false information. That is not only false information, but it's disgustingly false information. So when I said to this Karen, not a Karen, which she is, I said, that's wrong. Was never her son. It was a boyfriend of her son from 15 years ago. Not related, not married, not a son, not a stepson. And one of the comments she made, down in the comment section was, well, I saw the proof on somebody's page. Oh, okay. Okay, great. So you're going with that. What was the proof? Because if you had proof, you would see that it was not her son. So I'm going to call these morons out all the time. Because there is so much false information going on this app. And people keep putting out this false information all the time. These people want to be these freaking TikTok detectives where, oh, well, I heard that this person did that. And they're basing it all on these low-life, disgusting deplorables that continue to push the false information. And because they're one of the sheep that follow without asking any questions, they believe all the shit. It's crazy. It really is. Let's see if Shawnee Poo... Is Shawnee Poo still on? Somebody just said he's dry begging. So, let's see. I wasn't going to stream him. And I told him, I'm not going to stream you until you start begging again. And what was he dry begging for? Did you see my text? Did you text me? Oh, there he is. Did you text me on my phone? Oh, he's dry begging for food? Oh, what a shock. Any chance for an update, please?
Shit about me and put me down and say things about me, and it's like I'm not allowed to defend myself without fucking being...
Oh, shut up. Any chance for an update, please? I talked about all that. I wanted to ask you, Pennies from Heaven, and you know what? I feel like that. This is a legitimate question. Why are you in Florida Man's lives all the time? Because when I look at his lives, you're not really. Hold on a minute. I could be wrong, but let me check. Let me check. Let me see here. Let me see something. Is that you? Yeah. It's just I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that knows what Florida Man has put people through that go in there and listen. And you don't even need to go in there. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't go in there, that listen from the outside. Because I'm going to keep taking screenshots of the people that are in his lives. I mean, he made it sound like I made a list of the people that go in his lives. No, I looked at his list of everybody that's in there. And I was surprised because, I know there's not a lot of people that, come into my lives that go in there, for obvious reasons. He's done some really shitty stuff, to a lot of people. So.
I do say,
So
I don't
it's
like
good.
bullshit, and I'm done with that shit. You can get the fuck out of my life.
Aw, Shawnee.
And that's just kind of how it is. Unfortunately, these fucking people fucking have a bunch of people in their group that turn around and fucking do more things, like Sweet and Sassy NC girl on TikTok was putting a make on me.
No.
She was putting a move on me. And she sent me a video of her playing with her fucking.
And
I told her I wasn't interested. When
that
she
wasn't
was
for you,
4
Pennies.
fingers
That was
deep,
for Sean, because he
my
was saying
dick
something
ain't that fucking
nasty.
wide, first of all. And second of all,
Welcome in.
I have more respect for somebody who actually is interested in me.
Don't stop believing, y'all.
Than that. She said that she was single.
Welcome in.
She, was living alone. Well, found out later on that her man was at work when she did this, or he wasn't at
shut
the
up,
house.
Sean. You knew.
And she was doing this.
You knew, Sean.
I pieced that together because the conversation was like a certain day, she wasn't available to talk. kind of like somebody else that I was talking to. Kind of like brought things.
You know what's amazing? What's amazing to me is that he didn't know, but we all did. Why is it he didn't know that Luann was married, but we all did? Hey, Trace.
There's only one.
Person talking in there? Meeps, you know what? You don't even listen. I mean, just look at him. Just look at him.
Sweet and nasty, Texas Tip, Scammyclaus. They're fucking cunts. Can't understand normal thinking. And that's just my opinion. And a lot of people
can't
will
understand
agree with
normal
that.
thinking.
Scammyclaus has lied about me. Texas Tiff has lied about me.
Oh, you have?
Sweet and nasty.
Isn't it funny how he still won't tell people what I lied about, and I've been asking him since February, and he still won't say what I lied about. I'll tell you what I didn't lie about, though. He did ask me to check his record, and I did check his record, and there was nothing on his record for anything. And he uses that to his benefit, which is true, but what he doesn't tell you is that the allegations of him, based on what his mom said, his sister said, one of his exes said, and one of his kids said, is true. And what it is he was given over to the state because, like, when he was 7 or 8 or 9 or somewhere around there, he touched 2 kids inappropriately. 100% factual from his mom and his sister. Do you notice When people bring that up, have you ever heard him say, I never did that? Did you ever hear him say, no, I didn't do that? He's never said that. And what is his deflection? When I was in a box and I asked him about that, he never said, I didn't do that. What he says is, well, do you realize that I was in state's custody by the time I was 8 years old? So how could I have done that when I was 8 years old? I mean, it's never, I didn't do anything. It's never that.
Okay, you pay for a fucking lawyer? Okay. I'm happy for you.
So yeah, that's never going to appear in a police record because he wasn't even 10 years old when he did it.
Good dude, and these fucking people talk shit about me all the time for fuck all reason.
Sean, I haven't talked shit about you for a long time.
I've never in my entire life laid my hands on a woman, ever. Or a child.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you want to tell everybody, and this is, by the way, this will be a trigger warning regarding animals. Sean, I never got a chance to ask you about the time you were at your uncle's house and they were going to take you in, but you got mad at something and you took a teapot and you unalived a kitten. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that incident, Sean?
Could be two 16-year-old kids, a boy and a girl, or a boy and a boy and a girl and a girl. It don't matter. They send nudie pictures to each other. That's distributing child porn.
Why don't you talk about that one, Sean? I haven't had the time to bring that up because you mute me and you block me all the time. But why don't you talk about that one? How old were you? 11, 12, 13 at the time? Definitely knew better. But tell us again how you're such a wonderful person. Tell us again how the 5 kittens weren't your fault. And tell us again how the 2 cats that you adopted are being taken care of by a friend. Tell us all that again.
But anyway, moving on, shall we? Oh yeah, Scammyclaus, I have to tell you, Scammyclaus, I'm gonna mute this here.
Oh, hold on a minute. Something happened. Oh, wait a minute. Something happened here. Oh, what the hell? Favorite, it has these pop-ups now that come on. What the heck?
Dog can fucking suck a lipstick. Big old fucking bowl. Go to the fucking local zoo, grab a hold of an elephant.
Oh, he's talking about the elephant thing. You know what, Sean? It's pretty sad when you keep talking about an elephant thing and you have ED. Are you wishing that you were some type of an animal or something? Because seems like that wouldn't even work on you, buddy. I mean, what self-respecting male would talk about how he can't get it up anymore as much as he does? I mean, he has spent hours talking about that. Like, is that the most effing embarrassing thing you've ever seen? Like, that's got to be the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen somebody do on here. Thank you for the follow, Kimmy. He's pretty lowbrow? That's nice. That's nice saying he's pretty lowbrow. Yeah, second to his male leakage. And tell me how it is that there are so many attractive people out there, okay? So many attractive men that are single. But then you have Sean, who supposedly attracts all these women, and he meets all of these women, and they all want him. Can somebody please explain that to me? Nana, because she has to get her walker moving, and it takes her a while to get there. That would be a good theme song for Sean. Oh, it's just his imagination once again. According to him, he has another girlfriend, yes. Yeah, he has a good heart. So what was he,
Fucking stupid.
he was dry begging for food earlier?
Okay. Oh, I think it's kind of funny that who was it said that they were going to send me an email with them kissing. Never got it.
Sean, why does it matter?
Shit anyway.
What does it matter? You and Luann aren't together, according to you. You have a new
It
girlfriend.
will come out.
Why are you so fixated on Luann if you have a new girlfriend? Does your new girlfriend know you're still fixated on Luann? Weirdo. How is the government shutdown going to affect him? Because according to him, he doesn't get food stamps anymore. Didn't he say that? They're just friends, but he's still like absolutely fixated on her. And according to him, has a new girlfriend that watches him. So I wonder how she feels about him talking about Luann all the time. Ooh, Tiff, you saw that? So his new girlfriend has the same tattoos that Luann has.
You know you don't have to come all the way to the pharmacy to get your scripts, right? There's a more private option.
So, what is it?
Here, this is this online insulin pump on your pump.
Oh, hips.
Yes, there has been reasons why my husband was prescribed this.
You should.
One, trouble getting it.
But I found out that TikTok don't really give a shit. TikTok promotes bullying.
Oh, I'm sure somebody just said I'm going to report it. What are you going to report me for? Telling the truth about him?
You don't have to do anything to Scammyclaus or any of them, Texas Tiff.
Yeah, try to get me. Try to get me.
I don't like what you're saying, and all of a sudden you're a target. Because that's what they do.
Try to get me.
They out
Try to
people's
report me.
addresses,
Try
and they use somebody else on the outside of their group. They make a screen name, and they start outing your address and shit. Because that's what they do.
No, we don't do that. Nice try. Yes. Yes, Vermont nurse, yes.
They've proven it time and time again. That's
Really?
what they do.
Really? Sean?
They're fucking low-lying fucking piles of shit.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
They're the type of people that like to fuck with people's lives.
They're the type of people that they go to a
life,
barbecue
multiple
and they
people's
say
lives.
they're going to fill your trunk up with frozen meat and then they don't.
Because that's what they do. Or they do. Or they spread rumors around about somebody that...
Okay. Sorry, I just got out of the hospital again. I'm checking my mail. So that should be full. But Maddie and I, we communicate quite often. She is a
And they
sweetheart.
start trying to sabotage their life and their relationship
And everybody,
with whoever
please
that
just
they're
send
with.
prayers
Turn
for
him
her
down
daughter.
a little. We can barely hear you.
Oh, him going. Okay. I thought I was hearing him off of you. I'm out of it from the hospital. I'm so tired of the hospital. But as I was saying, I talk to Maddie quite often. She is an amazing human being.
Yep.
And her father deserves so much better. So much better. But yeah, she sent me a picture the other night of Luann and her father. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know your mom had hand and forearm tattoos. And I said, I saw those tattoos last night. So yeah, it's
Can you? So it was on his live. Like you saw pictures of this woman on his live with the tattoos. Oh, can you hear me, Tiff? So, so what you're saying, okay. So, okay, what we need to do is this, and I can do this tomorrow. I will go on to TikTok to his live yesterday on YouTube, and I will find that picture and I will take a screenshot of it. And if somebody can see the picture of Luann with those same tattoos, I will do a side by side video and show everybody that Sean's lying again. It was Friday? Okay, that'll be easy. Where's the lives on YT? Where who posts his lives? Does Drama Talk? Okay, so Jackie was in the box. Okay, that'll be easy to find. It's either KK or maybe Drama Talk. I'll find it. Okay. Okay. I'll find those. That'll be easy to prove. And then yet again, we'll be able to prove that Sean is a liar. And it'll just add to the bucket of lies that he continues to push. Oh, you sent it to me? Okay, good. Shawnee, you're making this too easy. Too easy.
It sucks that people have to fucking suffer because they're on my fucking friend list, you know?
Oh, is he saying again that people reach out to his friends on favorited, which is impossible because you can't send messages on favorited? Okay, Sean. Keep pushing that. Keep pushing it, Sean. Sean believes that bullying and harassing, like a lot of people on here, is when you put the truth out. Keep going, Sean. It's okay. Like I said, it's like freaking T-ball. They keep setting the ball on the tee for me, and it's just so easy to hit it. Oh, he has his emotional support, Tumblr. He is admitting it. He is admitting, saying he will never help her family in an emergency in his life. Like he would help them anyways. He wouldn't help anybody. He wouldn't help anybody.
Scammy is going to look for a picture
Good.
of Shy to compare her hand to the hand that was in your live, and she posted it.
I posted it? No, I haven't posted it yet. Welcome in, Andrea.
And she says I'm dry begging for food. No, guys, don't send any gifts at all. I don't want any gifts. I'm not on here for gifts. I'm on here just to chill, hang out with you guys.
What was he saying regarding the food?
I've got food. I've got food. I got burgers and I got fucking greens. I got a cupboard full of fucking.
Oh, yeah. You know why Charlie's all pissed off? You know why? Charlie's pissed off because she is now modding for Feifei, or as All For One calls her, Faha. Yeah, she's modding for Feifei now. So she is a number one enabler of beggars, which is pretty sad. I got
hot dogs. Fuck that.
So what was he saying about food earlier?
Wait, I'm not done yet. Hold on. Here,
He's flexing that he has food in his refrigerator. Good for you, Sean. You know, so I'm assuming that Charlie's listening. You know what, Charlie? It goes to show you the type of person you are, where his family members put out the truth about him, about everything he did in his life, and you know everything, and you know that it's true, and yet you're still over there. Again, that says a lot about your character. Because normal people, when they find out these things about a human being, they don't want anything to do with them. But not you, Charlie, huh? You surround yourself with people like this.
I'm going to share the best
Quality human being.
to achieve the maximum settlement. The right attorney
Quality.
will help you get top compensation for your vehicle or property damage, medical bills, lost income, and pain and suffering. To obtain the most compensation for your car accident,
Oh,
we
poor
need to know
Shawnee.
if the accident was not your fault, if you were injured, and if the accident happened within the last 2 years. If this matches your circumstances and you have not spoken with an attorney,
There's a baby squirrel out here.
do not speak to insurance companies or the other party without legal guidance. Saying the wrong thing can absolutely destroy your case.
Old news Scammyclaus, I've been her mod.
Don't wait to contact us.
You're late to the game.
Wow, Charlie. So you're admitting you mod for beggars.
I have no idea.
Weird flex, girl. Weird freaking flex. Is that supposed to make you feel good about that? That I was late to the game? That you've been doing it for a while? Weirdo. That's like Sean flexing that he's not in a relationship with Luann because he can't get it up. Oh. Yes, she is.
Scammyclaus is going to continue to pick on people that have mental disabilities, if she does.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah. Mental disabilities, Sean, where A, you don't see a therapist, B, you're not on medication because you don't believe in medication, and you were diagnosed, 35 years ago, and you're not doing anything about it? So you don't get to talk about mental illness because you know you have it, but you're not doing anything to make yourself better and to get better. So, sorry, that's not something that you can claim. Because those of us that do have it, we take care of it. Nice try, though.
It was off.
Weirdo.
How am I going to respond to a message that I didn't get until after I turned my phone?
No, of course he doesn't want to get better because he wants the sympathy from it. He uses it as sympathy. Oh, they make fun of somebody with mental illness. Yeah, you're not getting any sympathy there, Sean, because everybody knows.
We go after people because that's what they do.
No, we go after people because you're a liar. And you're a scammer. And you're a beggar. And you've taken thousands and thousands of dollars from people under false pretense. And you're a parasite. Yeah, that's why. What's the update on Sean? Oh, he's getting back into the whole I'm on favorited thing. And sooner or later, he's going to start begging again. People said today he was dry begging about food and all that. So, yeah, right, Petty Witch? Just because you have mental illness doesn't make you special. We all do.
And every time she fucking bullies somebody or talks shit about somebody, I think she should fucking fall on her face again.
Oh, Sean. Sean, when are you taking my house? Listen, you're going to have to fight people, though, because Pammy wants to take my house. Jen wants to take my house. Y'all are going to have to fight for it.
Everybody, which she's not. She'll fucking pile of shit. She lies about people.
Yeah.
When you call her out, she gets more aggressive and starts saying a bunch of other things to you.
Really, Sean? Tell me why. Tell me again, Sean. What did I lie about? Blah, blah, blah. I'm convinced that when he goes to sleep at night, he says all this stuff because he practices it so much, he could do it in his sleep because he says the same things over and over and over and over.
Go over there. Go back over to TikTok. Go back over there and go deal with him.
Oh, wait. He thinks I'm over there? He thinks I'm over there.
Bobby, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, dude. Why don't you go get fucking fucked in the ass?
Oh, Shawnee, what's wrong? How many, because is somebody over there? How many people are over in his live right now?
We're not gonna have fucking stupid ass fucking people in here.
Well,
Thank you.
Sean, you've already broken that rule because the people that are in your live are stupid ass people. So, 27. How many people are
It's a bunch of
talking?
fucking low lives, you know?
How many people are talking? Like 2? 1? Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Hey, Shawnee, or Charlie. Charlie, give your boy this advice, okay? If you're live and you have 27, 28 people in your live and nobody's talking or only one person is talking, that means that you have no support. Nobody is there to support you. They're there to watch the shit show, which means you're just making a fool out of yourself because you're sitting there staring into a camera for no reason whatsoever. They're watching a show. The biggest hypocrisy with Sean, guys, is this. He has made it clear over and over again that he has an ex that cheated on him. Okay? And he has called her every single nasty name in the book, saying that when I was with her, she cheated on me, and I have no effing respect for people like that. They're fucking dirty, blah, 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 blah. On and on and on and on and on and on. But yet, he is with Luann, who's doing the same exact thing. So again, when it's not good for him, it's wrong. But when he's benefiting from it, it's okay. Which I find hilarious. Whatever happened to people having ethics and sticking with those no matter what? Like when did we become a people that doesn't stand on their beliefs anymore? Like I believe that, purposely unaliving an animal is wrong. I don't want to be associated with people that do that. If I found out somebody in my lives did that, you think I'd be like, oh, that's okay. That's okay. It was only a momentary thing you did. Yeah, his moral compass points to hell all the time. I agree. There are none. I've seen way too many people on here not stick to their beliefs. Good for you, Tiff. Going to be drinking when he goes live.
I think I'm gonna play a song because I miss having Martinez in here, so I'm gonna play a song for Martinez.
Oh, good. Let's guess. When the sun goes down in my part of town.
Martinez, if you're watching in the back, I will play that one next. But I'm gonna play my version of it.
Martinez, stay away. Again, listen. Just like I say with Florida Man, people that go into his lives condone his behavior.
Hey, Bones Jones.
They condone his behavior and everything that he's done.
Who knew that not
There's
getting
his
to answer
song.
a message because your phone wasn't working would be a catastrophic friend failure? The last I knew, she was like seeing somebody. Of course, I show concern, you know.
Yeah. You show concern. No, you don't.
Because I do with all my female friends.
Yeah.
I have a couple of them.
Yeah. I don't know, Ty.
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm fighting because I miss having Martinez come into the chat.
Yeah, because nobody's talking in there because the live that I did about you 6 weeks ago opened their eyes to exactly who you are, Sean. And some people still have morals. I don't think she really does, Sassy, but, you know.
Martinez is just a friend. Was a friend. She kind of like squashed that because I didn't answer messages on my text free. But that's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it, Sean. I'm sure it's because you didn't text her back.
Definitely a heartbreak for sure. Yeah, I'm brokenhearted. Yeah. She was a good friend, you know. I could talk to her about anything, you know, but guess that ain't gonna happen no more. Unfortunately, you know. One of the people I could talk to about anything, you know. No, I can't. All because my fucking phone wasn't active.
Yeah, okay. Sure, Sean. It's because
So,
text messages.
I got a lot of shit going on in my life, and I just didn't answer any messages or texts from anybody. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows if I don't answer a message, there's a reason that I'm not answering that message because I'm in my own head.
Right, Peppy?
You know?
Yeah, Sean. I'm sure it has nothing to do with all the proof that came out about you from your mom and your sister and your ex and one of your kids, huh? Yeah, I'm sure that had nothing to do with it.
It is what it is, I guess. I'm playing this song because it's one of her favorite songs, you know? One of the songs she wanted me to play for her. So
According to him, yes, Cindy. And I think he said there were, first he said there were 4 people that showed up to his apartment. Then I think he changed it to 3. And then I think he said that they were all in the hospital, but he can't talk about it. What?
And now I can't tell her what's going on in my life.
Because she doesn't care, Sean. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't think she will.
Good,
She's gonna make
Guardians.
her own decisions up, I guess. I'm not mad at her. It just fucking sucks. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Oh, yeah. You're hurting, Sean. Yeah, he's saying that 3 or 4 people came to his apartment and he put them all in the hospital. Of course, with his torn muscle. So he can, fight off 3 or 4 aggressive men, but he can't work. Okay. Okay. And he can lift a fireplace up and put it on a wall, which, requires abdominal muscles, but he can't work. Right, he must have had those fighting gloves. You know what's really sad?
There you go.
You know what is really sad? And I'm gonna wrap up with this, okay? What is really sad is if you didn't see the background of where Sean is, this could be in Illinois, this could be in Texas, this could be in Maine, because nothing has changed with him. All he does is sit in front of a camera on social media, usually begs. I mean, he hasn't flat out begged yet, but it's coming. I know it's coming. Because this is what he does all the time. He'll start coming back on again and he'll be like, oh, I'm not asking for, I don't need anything. And then boom, something's going to happen. Oh, something's wrong with my car and I got to get that fixed because I have a doctor's appointment, quote unquote. And then he'll be asking for stuff again. But a 47-year-old guy for 2 years now has been doing the same exact thing on almost a daily basis. Started out in Maine in the camper, sitting on here every day, drinking and smoking and talking shit and asking for stuff. Then he bounced all over the United States, chasing tail, ended up in Texas, hated it in Texas, had problems with his neighbors in Texas, shocking news story, on live asking for stuff, sitting in front of his phone all day, smoking and drinking, playing music. And now he moves to another state. What is he doing? Smoking and drinking on lives all the time. Not asking for stuff yet, but he will. And this is his life. There's so many things he could do. There's so many things he should be doing, like working part-time. And he's still young. He's not living, he's existing. That's it. And it's really sad. It really is. Right. Zip code changes, but not Sean. Yep. But listen, guys, I am going to get off for you. He's still on. I'm sure that, he'll be on for a while still, unless nobody's talking, and then he'll bow out. But I want to look for those pictures. I'm gonna try to find his YouTube and see if I can get that picture from his live of the woman's hands, and I want to compare it to the wedding picture. So again, with the help of Tiff and other people, we can show that he's lying again. Because people, you take accountability for when you lie, especially to people that are in your lives, the 2 or 3 people that go in there to actually listen to them. If you're lying to them, and you've lied so many times before, your accountability is crap already. But if this is indeed the case and you're lying that you have another girlfriend the whole time, you're still trying to shack up with Luann. How anybody at that point would want to go into your lives will be beyond me. Okay, Andrea, I'll check that out. So listen, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for listening to me, go off for the first half hour. Thanks for sharing some of Sean's life over the past 45 minutes or so. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Have a great Monday tomorrow. I hope the work week goes by quick for you guys. Mods, thank you as usual. Thank you for any of the gifts that were sent. I appreciate those, and you know that they're all going to get donated. So have a great night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.